of satisfaction. You wash your hands and brush your teeth every day. Now it's time to start cleaning your nose with Navage. At Navage.com, CVS, Walgreens, Bed Bath, Target, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Know exactly what you want, but just can't seem...
Button-down shirt and a good pair of jeans. Wasn't some to suffer without collard greens. Dad was boss, Christ is king. Friday, I wanna love you. Fresh poison each week.
See, but Jesus...
Approach contact. You would say the Red Sox were up big in this game.
I am playing what he's...
Classic Boston 94 HAY. It's Johnny. So you want to live to be a ripe old age, do you? How about 111? Would that cover... Can you do everything you need to do in 111 years? 111-year-old guy in Australia who credits his longevity to eating chicken brains. He says every day. He says his memory is fantastic as well. As long as I can get around, I mean, I don't know, how much time I need per se, but as long as you're still enjoying life, and a lot of those elder care facilities, there's lots of sex going on, is what I hear. In fact, I'm trying to get into one now because. Got Pearl Jam on the way, Eagles coming up too. Dave Shea1.
Hold and now. Top things you hope you never have to say in your life.
Okay.
Number 3, how lucky am I that I get to spend a 6-hour nonstop flight hearing about your CrossFit regimen? Number 2, more coffee, Ms. DeGeneres? Yeah. But the top thing you hope you never have to say in your life, what do you mean you left a scalpel in my colon, doctor?
Hold
and now. You still have a chance to win a share of $420,000. We're calling it Assault the Vault. It starts tomorrow morning at 7 on the Paul and Al Show right here at 94 HAY.
Did you know that feeling sluggish?
Give him room so he's... I'm not going to go Nico good.
Because it helps local conservation efforts protect the very natural resources you enjoy boating and fishing in for generations to come. Do your part at takemefishing.org.
I'm Rich Dennison. House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy opposes a bipartisan bill establishing a panel to investigate the January 6th attack at the U.S. Capitol building.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer plans to bring it to a vote regardless of Republican buy-in.
We're not going to be a legislative graveyard anymore. Senator McConnell should understand that.
Democrats would need support of at least 10 Republicans to advance the commission through the Senate.
Fox's Jared Halpern. No criminal charges will be filed against deputies in North Carolina involved in the shooting death of Andrew Brown Jr. last month in Elizabeth City.
Andrew Wamble is the local district attorney and says Brown had a history of violent run-ins with the law, including resisting arrest, and had recently made 2 sales of narcotics to undercover officers, and that he tried hitting officers with his car when they attempted to serve warrants.
Fox's Evan Brown. America's listening to Fox News.
Now, here's your Storm Team 10 forecast.
Partly cloudy, mild tonight. Temperatures in the upper 50s to near 60 degrees in the city by morning. Mostly sunny, warm again on Wednesday. Inland highs back in the low 80s. Beaches in the mid-70s. Touch cooler on Thursday. Partly cloudy with an east wind developing. Highs in the upper 70s. Mix of clouds and sun on Friday with a high near 75. I'm Storm Team 10 meteorologist Mark Searles on News Radio 920 and 104.7 FM.
News Radio 920 and 104.7 FM.
information that the Arizona machines were connected to the internet and that they were able to be hacked. That's just not true. Arizona voting machines were not connected to the internet. That is totally, completely false. And then, you know, the details that some Arizona Senate Republicans, they want access to all the routers, administrative passwords. Oh, but that's crazy. I mean, it's just absolutely nuts. And then they want to take addresses off of ballots. This isn't a... How would you feel if the roles were reversed? They want to take names and addresses, and this auditing company, this cyber ninjas with no auditing experience at all, it really is a circus. This really is a total and complete clown show with what's going on in Arizona with this Maricopa County recount. How would you feel about this? They want to go door to door and ask people, did you vote for Biden? Hello? Did you vote? We've got your ballot right here, and we just want to verify, did you vote for Biden, or was this a Chinese vote that was sent in with bamboo paper? Can you imagine if it was the other way around, if it were Democrats trying to question we Republicans? I mean, just some crazy stuff. That's what they want to do. And I can't imagine that's going to happen. Yeah, they want access to private information like Social Security numbers and driver's license information. And it's crazy. It really is nuts. And over the weekend, the end of last week, they had to move the whole ballot counting operation out of a building at this fairgrounds area into another building because they needed the big building for graduations in the Phoenix area, in Maricopa County. Just, I mean, pure insanity. And anybody expecting to have anything valid out of this Arizona recount is, well, smoking crack laced with rat poison or whatever. Also, hang on a minute. And a couple of stories. Even a bunch of Arizona Republicans are getting, bent out of shape. And you realize that in Maricopa County, you've got a Republican-dominated Maricopa County Board of Supervisors. And, they're calling this sham out. This is a Republican-dominated Maricopa County Board of Supervisors. Yesterday, they came out in denouncing this ongoing audit, which is going on and on and on and on because they don't know what they're doing. And so you've got Republicans, Maricopa County Board of Supervisors, they're saying that this audit of the 2020 election, where they think that they're going to overturn Arizona in favor of Trump and not Biden. You've got the Republicans on the Board of Supervisors for the county calling this recount a sham and a con job. Here's a blurb. In a fiery public meeting and subsequent letter to State Senate President Karen Fann, the board members said the audit has been inept, promoted falsehoods, and defamed the public servants who ran the fall election, calling the process a spectacle that's harming us all. The 5 members of the board, including 4 Republicans, asked the state Senate to recognize that it is essential to call off the audit, which officials have said is only about 1/4 complete. They are weeks and weeks past the time they estimated, and it's only about 25% done. Oh my God, folks, this is a debacle of massive proportions on what's going on out in Arizona with this recount. And the number of people that are clinging onto It's grotesque. It's laughable. This is a sideshow. This is absolutely beyond words ridiculous. And you've got 4 Republicans on the county board. They understand this. They know this to be the case. And these Republicans, so 4 Republicans and 1 Democrat saying, stop this nonsense. A show of unity. You've got the Democrat sheriff joining the Board of Supervisors. So he's a Democrat. Then you have the Republican county recorder, obviously a Republican. And the county recorder, who is an elected Republican, he leads the elections office. Our state has become a laughing stock, the county officials wrote. Notice this order is encouraging our citizens to distrust elections, which weakens our democratic republic. And of course, this is pushback in Maricopa County and the Phoenix area. This amounts to their most vehement protest yet as to this recount, which began in late April and is being conducted in Phoenix by the cyber ninjas. Again, the CEO of the company goes into this after previously saying that there was election fraud and that Trump should have won. So does this sound like this could be a valid recount? Somebody that's never done this before? They were videoed at the insurrection back in January, and you've got the CEO of the company calling out all kinds of conspiracy theories. Does this make any sense at all? Oh my God, unbelievable. So you have these Arizona Republicans that are exasperated. They're saying, stop, please. They want this sham audit to just end because they feel stupid. They feel like it's making them a laughing stock is what's going on out there. Yeah, it's really a gigantic mess. All right, the Supreme Court situation, as I promised I'd get to, I'm not going to harp on this, but it's important for you to understand exactly what's going on out there, what's going on in the Supreme Court. And the fact that we heard earlier this week that the Supreme Court was going to hear this potentially pivotal abortion case out of Mississippi. And I wanted to get to this on yesterday's program, but I ran out of time. This obviously deserves attention. The SCOTUS, the Supreme Court of the United States, they've agreed to hear this challenge to a Mississippi law that bans nearly all abortions after the 15th week of pregnancy. And it will be the first abortion case to be argued before the United States Supreme Court since Justice Amy Coney Barrett was confirmed to the seat previously held by the liberal Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And, of course, with Amy Coney Barrett replacing Ruth Bader Ginsburg, that gives conservatives a 6-3 majority on the court. Now, this case, folks, could potentially provide a pathway to challenging Roe v. Wade and all the cases that have upheld Roe as precedent over the last, 48 years or so. Now, this case could be the pathway to banning abortions outright. This could happen. You know, every legal expert that I know, even Supreme Court scholars, have said that Roe v. Wade is settled law, and they don't think that there is going to be an ultimate challenge and an overturning on this. And I'm not getting into a debate on where I stand, where I am, but you just got to understand the process and what could occur when the Supreme Court takes this case in the fall. But it could be a pathway to banning abortions. Now, the Mississippi law, which was struck down by the lower court back in 2018, would only grant exceptions to its 15-week ban in cases of a severe abnormality or a medical emergency, rape, or health of the mother would not be covered. No, so if you're raped, incest, rape, imminent danger to the mother if the child is carried to full term would not be considered here in this Mississippi law. So no rape, no health, no incest. Carry the baby. Now, Mississippi only has one abortion clinic, which remains open while abiding by the law, even though it's been struck down. The case will likely be heard in the fall, and it's expected to be settled at the midway point in December. Whereas a lot of the really, really big cases like this typically are heard after the first of the year, with the results coming before the summer break, before that recess. But this could be decided before we get into 2022. Big story. And this would be, again, December going into 2022, just as we're gearing up for the 2022 midterms, which obviously going to be a big deal. Now, we have politicians on both sides. They're busy deciding strategies that'll work for them no matter